Hey everyone, welcome back to Unsealed and Revealed. It is the web series from Sideshow in which me and two of my geekiest besties unbox the latest and coolest things in the 6 scale universe, which might make us, at least for this hour, the masters of the universe. We'll have to see how that pans out. I'm Terry Smith, the host of the show, and I'm hanging out here in Preternia, which is basically what I call the Midwest, at least for today. And with me, as always, out in the Sunshine State. That's not the Sunshine State. That's not the Sunshine State at all of California, which I'm going to call Eternia for today. Is my buddy Guy Klender and my other buddy. That's right. I only have two buddies. Paul Hernandez. Hello, dudes. What's happening out there?
Hey, good to see you, sir.
It's good to be seen.
When you say Eternia, I think of how long I spend on the freeway here in Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Starting so early with these jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I can't.
I had to come right out of the gate.
Depending on where you're at, this should be before noon. We like to get in a few of the dad jokes prior to the lunch hour.
Yeah. Well, anyway, just
because they're hard to digest.
That's right, Sam. That's right. Just getting a few things out of the way before we get started on today's figure, which, as we can see, is the Hordak 6-scale figure by Mondo. Really looking forward to seeing how that turned out. But there will be, give your fingers a break, give your keyboards a break today. There will be no guess the reveal. Instead, just keep your eye on our social media channels. We will be letting you guys know sometime later on in the week exactly which figure we're going to be playing with next Tuesday. Again, that's every Tuesday we do this at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So you can look forward to more hijinks, the familiar banter between the three of us, and four if you count producer Sam, which you always should. Also, starting next week, we will only be live on this show on YouTube. So those of you who typically follow us on Facebook or Twitch will need to bounce on over to YouTube to continue to follow the show. That's all right. It's the same content. It's the same coolness. It's the same fun stuff. And nothing else will change, just your avenue of accessing all of this.
I like to look at it as we have signed an unofficial official contract with YouTube, which does not exist. And we're exclusively streaming on YouTube. Actually, it's in May, so you've got a little bit of time in April. But starting in May, we are going to be exclusively streaming on YouTube. So if you are on Twitch right now, there's a pocket, a pocket full of posers over on Twitch. But we also have some on Facebook as well, quite a few. So if you are on Facebook or Twitch, starting in May, we will only be on YouTube. We really, really hope to have you all transition over, hang out on YouTube. That way, it's a lot easier for you guys to see my stupid comments in one place. You know, that's really why we're doing it, I think, Terry. But again, everyone, beginning in May, we will be exclusively on YouTube for this. Now, this may be a majority of our shows going forward, but definitely, as we always do, Unsealed and Revealed is tip of the spear there. So, again, beginning in May.
Excellent. Okay, thanks. That's a good fix. That was a good catch. Might as well start practicing next week, though. Just go ahead and transition yourself on over. It's going to be a lot of fun. I want to give a shout out to anybody out there who may be joining us. We don't typically feature content from Masters of the Universe, so this may very well be your first time watching the show. And if so, that's great. Welcome. We hope you come back to watch even more content. Let Paul know in the chats if it is your first time, and we'll give you a shout out on the show. Anyway, enough of that. I'm very, very excited as legitimately the biggest She-Ra Princess of Power out what we've got inside this box, guy. So I'm going to go ahead and turn you loose, man.
All right.
Grayskull.
All right. Yeah. Well, let's first take a look at the box. Boom, boom. I like the transition there, along with the sound effects. I don't know if the audience hears a sound effect, you're playing one, or if it's just Sam and the rest of the crew. We're all making sound effects here. So, as you can see, we've got the box art there. Mondo started with beautiful art prints. I collect also their tiki mugs, and of course now 6-scale figures. So we get beautiful box art there of Snake Mountain. This is sometimes the look that producer Alan gives to me when I do a dad joke too early. This is often the glare that I receive. But this is a full wraparound. We get a little bit of lava flow there. Down in Snake as well. Who's going to go on that stairwell? Nobody's going to go on that stairwell. There's not even a handrail. That's a very unsafe stairwell into a deadly castle. All right. We slide that off and we get more artwork. All right. Slip off
This
the
is great.
slip cover there. We're getting that in that bright red. Spin that around, and we have a color version of that artwork. You always know
that's
that
really
you're going to get beautiful box artwork with the Mondo stuff. There are a few figures that I purchased just because of the artist who did the box art, as well as the figure, but the box art was definitely a big one for me. They do these in a nice, big, thick cardboard, done with a magnetic book flap style
Okay.
for the cover. So it'll look nice in there. When I said it's a thicker cardboard, we've got a little single tab up on the top to open it up. Okay. So it's a nice, durable, heavy-duty box we're going to get. We're going to slide this out. There are going to be 2 trays in addition to the 2 trays. Underneath the 2 trays, loose and individual packs, are going to be a Mondo stand, which we're going to show off a little bit, as well as Hordax cape. Okay, I'm going to turn the light off here so we can see a little bit better. Removing the cover of our top tray. Features our figure
Look at that.
and his swap out hands. This is a big, honkin', beefy character. These are a nice, durable figure. Okay, very, very solid. Now, as with that in mind, stating that it does have a little bit of weight to it. Probably one, depending on where you're going to want to display it. Probably want to put it on that display stand, just in case. Just in case. So our lower tray is going to feature his scepter, his awesome crossbow, as well as one of the figure base pieces that clips into this piece. Now, if you've seen, we've done a few Mondo pieces, very unique, right? Kind of in that traditional shape, but a little bit different. That's how it will lay when you put the thing on it. But look at the bottom. It is actually done as the Mondo logo.
Yeah.
It's a really neat idea. It's you know, that hidden logo, but you know, the hexagon shape or the oval is pretty standard in the stands that we're used to seeing with figures. So for them to take it and kind of create their own deal with it is pretty neat.
Yeah, I agree.
We're going to just show off this first accessory this here, because you saw that it was just 2 pieces that I put together here. This is going to be that scepter, 2 pieces locked together. You're going to see a shape on the bottom of the rod, a little angled.
So it keys in a very specific way.
Keys in specifically. So there's only one way to key it in. You'll know when you've got it right. So it holds in there nice and tight.
I just want to say that this is the way that they've done that by breaking it down, having it break down into 2 pieces is one of my favorite ways for companies to make an accessory like that staff, because it makes it so much easier for you to slide the accessory into the hand of the figure. So that's a very welcome.
Yeah, exactly. You can kind of put both halves together. Also, as you can see, this is exactly 12 inches to the top here. All right.
Oh, is that right?
Yep. And so as you see, this guy here, boom. So it'd be another big, long piece. And it might cause your packaging to be a little bit larger as well. So they've been able to edit that down by doing something like that. So I like that they've done that.
Okay.
In addition to that, you're going to have swap out hands, both right and left, for gripping and I'm going to call it evil gesturing. You take a look at a hand like that. That says evil gesture.
So it says evil gesture.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
yes.
If I were to say, Terry Smith, can you hold out your hand and do like an evil gesture? My bet is that's kind of what we would see.
Something like that, yeah.
Something in that realm.
It's holding the death metal orbs.
There you go.
It's holding the death metal orbs.
Death metal orbs. While we've got the close-up there, let's take a look at that other accessory. What a wild,
I've
The
got to
whole
say
He-Man
that
line
I have.
always had
I have
cool
wanted a
weapons.
crossbow ever since high school. I've wanted a crossbow, and not once in my life have I even so much as held a crossbow. So
Jeez,
that's
I don't
something
know
I
if-
need to fix.
Hands
I don't know if
down,
I have
the most
either.
surprising thing I've ever learned about you.
Is that right?
Is it so crazy, Guy, for us to think that Terry has got a crossbow somewhere behind him?
Yeah, at some point we were like, okay, because I have
You
to
would
be
think.
honest, Terry, Paul and I, this was our bad. We assumed that you would have a crossbow. That way okay, for those of you, if you've been with us before, you've seen that Terry will normally grab something and show us how he'd like to pose it.
Yes.
I don't know that we'll be using the crossbow because apparently he does not. However,
Spoiler alert.
Terry does have a large
Sorry,
staff
everyone.
like this that he just wanders
I
around
do
with.
have a staff.
A big
Yeah.
winged staff there.
Yeah, while bumping into the chandelier above my head here.
You know, when we talk about this almost winged bat style, we did on another episode, Terry, you and I, where we counted all of the hidden bats. Boy, there are a lot of hidden wings in this one. A lot of hidden wings in this one. But
You got to represent the horde, baby.
exactly. But let's take a look, though, at this very unique crossbow. Great paint application done to it. I'm going to see if I hit a little under. Well, no, you kind of lose a little bit of it. It is done in those gray tones. It does have a hint of probably a light airbrushing to bring out the detail in there.
Good.
And the sculpting all the way around on it. It's got that really wild little face on there. Now, there are no arrows or anything that goes into this, but that is a actual soft string on there.
Nice.
Which they've done, okay? So that's pretty cool. So that's jumping into the accessories. I talked about 6 hands. Let's take a look at the big guy in the room. Michael, can we start with a close-up on this face sculpt? All right. Yes, this Hordak to me is the kid that you went to elementary school who did the tape thing on his nose. That's exactly what that is. You know what I mean, Terry. You did it. We all did it. We all did the tape on the nose thing.
Sounds like Guy protests too much.
Yeah. If Terry goes, no,
Yeah.
I've never done that in my life.
Definitely wasn't I, Guy Klender.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to go ahead and jump in here now, Guy, and let people know that that we are actually giving this figure away today, or one of these figures away today. So
It's Hordak.
Yeah, it's a Hordak figure. Yeah, the giveaway is going to start inside of 1 minute. It is in fact a glean contest. So if you wish to participate, and if you wish to, it's already started. Okay, it just started. Go to side.show/win Hordak. And you've all done glean contests before, I assume. Just follow the instructions, and it'll show you what to do. And it's also U.S. only. So as we know, because of the complexities of international giveaway laws, we are only able to offer these prizes to residents of the United States. Apologies to everybody out there in the world. Last show, I heard my brother Barry is allegedly at work on trying to fix that, but. I don't hold a whole lot of hope for Barry's
but
success
trust in
that
Barry.
regard.
I want the winner to pose like that when they get the box in the mail, with the the arms just outstretched and yes, I won.
Trust in berries. Where are those grown? They sound delightful.
Berries, yeah.
Oh my!
This is why people come to Unsealed.
If we could just get a Trust in Barry T-shirt that we can offer for sale on the YouTube channel, that would be great. We can put it right there with the whole Unsealed Team 6 T-shirt that I'm sure.
Well, we should get a Trust in Barry
shirt.
shirt.
Oh,
and here to tell you all
there it
about
is.
the new Barry products. Sideshow.com.
I figured it out, and we can do international shipping now, so we can totally ship to New Mexico.
No,
Good save, Barry.
Got it.
I did it.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
fantastic.
Great job, bud.
Fantastic. Let's
Nice
work on
work.
New
That's a
England
good
next.
start.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
There's an Old England.
There's oh, it's a jolly place. You got to go. Get out of here,
get
Barry. Get out of here.
See if you can make it happen in Hawaii too, Barry. That'd be great.
Oh, that's so great. Sam, can you pull up the one shot of just me, please? Hey, yeah, legally speaking, just none of that was true. We cannot ship anywhere outside of the United States for giveaways. We ship all over the world if you are purchasing product, but giveaways are U.S. only. Just needed to cover our bases there.
Not even New Mexico?
Cover the legalities.
Not even.
Okay.
New Mexico's in the United States. Oh, you guys are razzing me?
Don't tell Barry that.
Apologies to all of our New Mexico residents.
New Mexico viewers going, hey, what the heck?
Apology without my name.
As you were, Guy.
You can send any of your derogatory emails to barry.smith@sideshow.com.
Mail.
He will be there. So let's go back to our close-ups on the head sculpt. We're going to probably stay in close-up just to show off the paint and design style on this figure. What I like about what Mondo's doing with these is we are getting that classic, very muscular style of the 80s original toys, but done in a articulated style. And then with kind of a modernization. First up, yes, that head is great. Love the paint scheme on it. Those bright red eyes and that those teeth are looking pretty gnarly. Pretty darn gnarly. We've got the pointed ear. As you can see, we're already jumping ahead to an articulation point by me doing that. You're able to, now remember you've got this big cowl and those ears, but I'm able to turn. I can go downward a little bit as well as up a little bit. So we've got that. Then take a look at that cowl all made out of the bones. And our first, I'm going to say that's kind of a bat-winged type thing, and those are the wings going upward.
Yeah, sure.
So count those. That's going to be the entry for the giveaway content. Now, working our way down, let's take a look at this armor that he has there on the chest and that winged emblem. I like that his emblem is a winged version of his own like portrait that he had done.
Yeah.
That's self-promotion.
I was going to say that's like the equivalent of him wearing a shirt with his own face on it.
Yeah, exactly. I expect Barry would have a shirt of himself like this with wings around it. That would be.
He'll have more if I have anything to say
that'll be the
about it.
Trust in Barry T-shirt. It's a photo of Barry with wings, more angelic wings, and there. All of these ideas are really just clunking along here, aren't we? It's done where it's sculpted to kind of almost have that leather-like look. You can see kind of the crack style of like old leather around the front.
Right.
The hints of color in that red there on the side. And again, boom, there's another bat. If you're counting along with these winged symbols, I think we're up to 3.
Yeah, I think 3.
About
that's
3.
not counting. That's not counting the bones that you.
No, that's not. Yeah. Here on the front, you do see these 2 spikes right here. The other item I said came in the figure was the large red cape. Okay, it does have
going to really, really change the look of the figure.
Exactly. You see those little hooks? We stay in the close-up there. Those little hooks will go and pop right over there. They'll just lay on there. We're going to do that a little bit later because we do want to show off the figure stuff. All right, take a look at the arms. That classic He-Man heavy-duty gym workout look. Again, talk about branding. The guy then puts on an armband with his picture and wings on there, because you just can't promote. This is self-promotion. I believe he was one of the first Instagram influencers.
Yeah, he's staying on brand, guys.
He was definitely on brand.
Definitely staying on brand.
We then get down into the gauntlet, and this is these are all a sculpted and painted piece, but they're nice and durable. Okay, they have a kind of a thicker feel to them, so I'm not worried about them bending and looking loose and kind of floppy there. Okay, working our way down. We're going to get that next hit of color with the lighter blue-gray of the belt, again with that diamond style. This is all sculpted and painted. Now, you'll notice as I'm trying to move it, it does have a bit of movement, but this is really harder pieces. Okay, these aren't These aren't a soft piece. We're going to see a little bit more of that when I go over the articulation points. Okay, but it's not that kind. Working our way down, Hordak never skipped leg day. Little
Clearly.
trivia for everybody there. Never once skipped leg day. But take a look at the paint work done in there. Okay, this isn't one solid color, so we are getting that musculature is really popping out. Knees look a lot like mine. No, it's not. It's not true. It's knobby and gray. But that does allow you to see, yes, you'll see 1 and 2 little points there on the back. Meaning what, Terry?
Double jointed.
Double jointed! Exactly. Double jointed.
We don't have a graphic for that, Terry.
We need one.
But we are
kill
going
one,
to
please?
work on one. Barry is currently, he has his 16
show
color
today?
box of crayons out and is currently sitting over in the corner there working on doing double jointed graphic
Make it
work.
so.
It's either that or he's drawing a portrait of himself with wings around it. All right, back to the boot. This is a
158 shows, everyone.
this is a honkin' boot. Again, more wings. They're all over the place. That bone look around again with those diamonds. I'm going to turn the light off because I want you to be able to see the separation in color, that we are getting that matte black, that red, the red given a nice wash as well.
That's funny because Matt Black actually sculpted this.
Exactly. No, he did not. Don't think he did, unless he's freelancing over at Mondo. But as we see here, these are also sculpted and applied. You'll notice when I'm trying to move them with my finger, these are a harder point. Be careful when you're moving around with those. Also, when we put the cape on, depending on how you're going to want the leg and this, that, and the other, remember, you've got kind of sharper points there. So you'll be cautious of that. Again, and a spike on the back. 3 toes. Now that's like, yeah, wow. All right, well, since we're down here, Terry.
What happened to that other toe?
And we talked about
Uh-oh.
double jointed.
It's
So I'm
time
gonna
for
do the double jointed, and I'm going to
Tread Watch.
boom.
What's up with my voice today?
Slick. This man has chosen no traction of any sort on there. But you know what? Since we've got it there, we're going to show off that articulation point. We showed off the head and how that was done. This one here also has the roller ball, so we can extend there, lift forward up. If I take it down and show you to the side, we are able to rock side to side, and we are able to turn.
Well, I'm going to put that to use later.
All right, so we are able to do that. Let's jump back up to the head, go over articulation points. But Terry, before I do that, is there anything you have asked about that I need to go over before we jump into the articulation?
Nothing at this point. I think since we have a natural break here, I'm just going to go ahead and throw out to anybody who's watching who might be a Star Trek fan that at 2 p.m. today Pacific time, Sideshow will be hosting a Star Trek trivia. So, come on back over to the YouTube channel and participate if you just test your knowledge of Star Trek. I actually plan on being there today if I can find time in my busy afternoon schedule of playing with action figures to jump back onto YouTube. Yeah, and I think that's actually going to be streaming everywhere. So if you're wanting to watch us via Twitch or Facebook, then you can do it there as well. But yeah, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Star Trek trivia.
Well,
be there. Maybe I'll see you.
I'll make it so.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right.
No,
That's
good.
Back to Hordak and our right here. Thank you very much. Michael's going to stay here on the arm because we're going to go over all of the points here.
Before we do, Guy, can we remind everybody that there is a giveaway going on for one of these very figures for the Hordak 6-scale figure by Mondo?
Yeah.
If you hop on over to side.show/unsealed, no, actually not unsealed Hordak. That's the actual Win Hordak is the link that you want to go to. So side.show/Win Hordak, and you may actually be the lucky person to go home, or actually the figure won't go home with you. It will come to you at your home. Again, this is a U.S. contest only because of the complexities, the infinite complexities of international giveaway laws that we have no hope of navigating. So, by all means, head on over there and take your chance. You got nothing to lose. Actually, I guess you have a figure to lose, but
Well, you have everything to win.
And let's show the potential winner what they get to win, guy.
All righty. Now, talked about those original figures that they had that big beefy arm. Now they've gone and added some articulation points. We've got a cut right there. That's going to allow us to move there as well. The joints are all nice and snug and tight. You can see me moving it side to side there.
Okay.
We're also going to have, let's see, there we go. We're able to turn that in as well. And then the whole shoulder cap here, trying to get a good angle here for you, Terry, that'll roll around as well, okay?
Oh, that looks painful.
And you're going to be here, yeah, exactly. And you can feel the ratcheting when you go up off to the side as well. So, big beefy dude, but he does have articulation in the upper body as well. We're going to work down now as far as torso or anything like that. This is one solid molded piece. We're not going to be crunching or extending the middle of it, okay? Which is fine. I don't think.
That's fine.
Look, if you watched earlier, we already showed off the shoes. He doesn't have shoelaces. He does not need to bend down. Doesn't need to bend
that's a
down
valid point. Okay.
at all.
Yeah.
If you have slip-on shoes,
man,
you never
can he
bend
twist?
down. Good, just helpful safety tip there, folks. If you're looking at
Can definitely
time-saving
twist, though.
ideas. Now, right there, ball joint.
Nice.
Okay, on the waist.
Breakaway.
It is supposed to,
So
depending on how badly you want to have your battle damage. I did
Yeah.
that earlier. Oh, did you think I broke it? No, I'm sorry. For those of you, I should have told Sam that it is a ball jointed thing. When we were going over the articulation point, and I was saying, okay, now you're not moving it up in this area here. I kind of wanted to demonstrate for people how the articulation point was on there. It is a ball joint allowing you to go fully around. Okay, I can go
I thought we were looking at
fully around.
I thought we were looking at a cross-license thing, and you were actually trying to do Hordak doing his Darth Maul impression at the end of episode 1.
I believe
would've been
Hordak
really
actually cosplayed as Darth Maul at WonderCon just
in
this
that
last
exact
weekend.
way. In that exact way.
Just that exact way. So let's take a look at leg articulation. Now again, remember we talked about these panels being sculpted and of a durable, harder plastic. So I'm going to hold one leg so you can see the extent. Okay, so I've got this one leg going straight down. That's my extend out to the side. All right. My extend forward. Take that to the side. But I do get decent to the back as well. For those of you that may have missed Tread Watch, you see my double joint.
Watch part 2.
Boom, boom. There we go. He has writing on this shoe. So he remembers his right shoe and his left shoe.
So that's where he gets his traction from the
exactly.
From the stamp on that.
Exactly. That's where you get a little bit of grip, just in that.
You need that stability, dude. You need that stability.
That microscopic layer, right there. But you do have that double jointed on the knee, as well as up here on the shoulder. When you're doing the bend here, or doing an extension up on the arm, not on the turn, and not on the elbow, but these. You may not be able to hear it, but you can feel that they are a ratcheted design. Okay, on that. Okay, we went over that ankle. I'll gladly go over it again, and I can also turn that leg out and in, out and in. It's like a posing contest. There you go. Watch one of the bodybuilding competitions, and then take your Hordak figure and do the same pose styles. It's an idea.
Okay.
It's an idea. I mean, wherever you get your, there was the big WrestleMania this weekend. I believe Sideshow participated. Sideshow didn't send a wrestler. That would be neat. I'd like to see.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Wow.
We could go back to
Barry.
the gym, man. Yeah.
Oh,
You are
boy.
just swole there, bro.
Yeah, I went.
You went and did what?
What those?
I just was doing some
He's allergic to bees. He got stung. This is just an allergic reaction, folks.
Beehive for us.
Just
Yeah.
an allergic reaction.
This is all pain and gain.
It's painful. That's
Yes, clearly.
that is true.
This is
Good for you, Barry.
my glutes.
I'm so happy for you, bro. Man. And like, genetically speaking, I should be capable of that too, right? So I probably ought to,
Yeah.
you know?
We had different dads.
Oh,
He looks like he was drawn by Rob
Take the wind-
Liefeld.
take the wind out of my sails.
Wasn't this a Captain America cover?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
now
Rob
we
Liefeld's back then.
now we
Just
know
jealous.
now we know who figure
Just
model
jealous.
for that. Oh, I am. Would you
Oh, this show, man.
just look at that? And, never skip an arm day. That's for sure.
Compare the two. Look at that.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Oh, man.
Look at that.
I love you guys.
You will see very similar. Yeah, let's get the angle there. You're going to see that this is a single jointed elbow on the Barry figure.
I've worked out so much I can't.
He can't even.
can't-
He can't.
This is as far as it goes.
Oh, he's gone about as far as
He
he can
could die
go.
to scratch his back permanently.
Oh, man.
Well, actually, Paul, he had an injury. It was his hairdryer
Oh, yeah.
muscle that he
that he hurt there.
Yeah, that can
That
happen.
hairdryer
It's
muscle.
a real thing. Yeah.
Yeah, he took 3 super soldier serums, or as we like to call it, like three cases of Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Yes.
That's
That's
what he's
gross.
been drinking.
Man,
It works.
Bro,
It
you can do better.
gets you
His
where
whole
you want to
Delta
go.
Baja Blasted.
Whether you want to go there or not, it's getting you there.
Yeah. Do the do.
He
Oh,
did
yes.
the Dew.
Okay, so it looks like you're putting that cape
I
on him,
wanted
guy.
you to see how the cape looks on it. I will take it off probably for our pose session and then put it
Okay.
on if you'd like. But I did want you to see how it lays on the figure.
Oh no, we're having the cape on him, guy. That looks great.
Oh, yeah. I figured we would. Now, yes, you do have,
Bat wings.
as I said, they're boof. But look at that scalloped edge. Pretty darn scalloped.
Yeah.
I was given as a quote gift for us one year at the holidays a clothes steamer, and I would use that probably to get the little wrinkles out on that. Of course, they can also probably lay out on their own. And you have that.
That's
but
a pretty handy tool to have. Anybody who's out there that wants
Yeah.
to get the wrinkles out of
Yep.
you, just
Very,
get
very
yourself a
gentle.
steamer. Fix you right up. Really quick, Guy, there's a comment from Silver Surfer on YouTube. Apparently, Paul has been busy in the chats and has asked people if, for their favorite Hordak moments. We have our first from Silver Surfer on YouTube. Episode reunions when Hordak visits his old throne room in Snake Mountain and he and Skeletor battle it out. Yeah, because yeah. Are you a big Motu fan? Yeah.
Me personally,
Yeah. Okay.
uh,
Yes.
I'm not, but I do love what is it? Just watching villains fight each other. That's like
Yeah.
my favorite thing. I do remember watching a clip of that. I was just like, man, has Skeletor ever like gone up against one of the other bad guys in He-Man and not just He-Man? And sure enough, yeah, that bit with Kordak came up, and I'm like, dude, this is awesome. Shows
Yeah.
me more of this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll back that up 100%. So where are we at, Guy? Are we?
All right.
Do you have
well,
any
let's,
more?
we're going
things
to go
show
over
here?
the. I'm just setting him on the stand to set him over.
Right.
But before we get into posing, I'm going to show you the different options we have. I call those the evil gesture, the diabolical wahaha style, and we
The
have both a
diabolical what?
right and left. It does not come with the diabolical laugh. You add that yourself. It is also going to have both a right and left gripping. You see that's a tighter grip.
Yes.
And a right and left grip, but more
Trigger
of a
hand.
trigger finger style.
That's
You
good.
are going to have these in both right or left. I've done it just to kind of jump ahead a little bit.
That's exactly the hand I was going to have you put it in, Guy.
All right,
that's
so I've
very,
got the
yeah.
left hand on that. And Terry, I could redo this one if you like. This is on the scepter. I did
Yeah.
more of the gripping hand, but this is what Terry talked about before, in that I've got a large end down here and I've got a larger end here that it can be a little disconcerting for people at first going, oh, I don't want to screw up the hand or mess this up when I'm doing it. By it being in the two pieces, I'm able to slide the hand down and then put it on. So that's what Terry was talking about earlier, if you wondered. So yeah, Terry, I'm with you that I think that kind of thing in something like this,
it's very beneficial. Yeah, I mean,
real beneficial thing.
Yeah, especially when you look down at the bottom of that staff and it's got the end is just big. It's just massive fat thing, and trying to you would either have to really spread apart those fingers to get it to wrap around the shaft, or you'd have to, I don't know what you would do.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be very difficult.
The hands are a molded plastic. There is a bit of pliability to them, but opening something quite that far, if you'd had to try and get over that lower end or around here or anything like that, this is neat to not have to do that. So it's standing up on its own, by the way.
Wow.
So that goes to show you a little bit of the engine. And also, there's some more self-brand logo. Got another bit of himself there as well. And this is kind of a neat, just a neat deal to see. Hordak seems to me that would be another guy that would probably hang around with the Court of the Dead guys.
Right.
Doesn't he strike you?
You know, I think that especially if you look at, because Sideshow has done a statue of Hordak. I'm sorry, not Sideshow, but Tweeterhead has done a statue of Hordak, and it looks amazing. And yeah, I could see that hanging out. Yeah, I could see that hanging out with some of the characters from Court of the Dead, definitely. So
now,
good call on that.
I am going to remove the cape only because I'm going to be mimicking, to the best of my ability, whatever pose you do physically. So when you stand up and do it, I'll mimic it on it, and then I will put the cape.
Okay, cool. Well, before we do, I just want to go ahead and remind people that we are featuring a Gleam contest to win this figure right now. So if you still have a few minutes left before it ends, so head on over to side.show/win Hordak. Follow all the instructions. You know the deal. It's a Gleam contest like any other. And hopefully, maybe, well, definitely, one of you will be going home with one of these figures today. Well, we'll ship it to you. Yeah, I keep doing that backwards. But so looking forward to announcing that winner sometime in the very near future. So let's go ahead, Guy, and get me ready here, right?
All righty.
So,
do you have a big cape?
It's funny you should ask.
I was going to say, I
do not have a big cape.
So, okay. And you don't have a crossbow.
But I do have a red blanket.
Okay. I was going to say, boy, talk about unpreparedness. No cape,
right?
Crossbow.
I'm trying to figure out which
tape
one
the nose upward. At least we could do that.
Which one of these? Which end of this blanket is the right end here? There we go. Okay. So right. All right. So I'm just going to do this. Yeah. Let's go ahead and put this up here. I've got a trusty rusty clamp from my photo studio that I'm just going to use to hold it all together. There we go.
I doubt it's rusty, but I do like that you've got it.
All right, let's go ahead. I don't want this thing to look too terribly sloppy, so I'm going to tuck those ends back into there and the hair flip. And let's see.
And now he's off to the grocery store.
I need a staff.
Oh, and we do another Thor figure. I think we've found the cape look.
Yeah, you're right, man. Look at that. That is such a Thor cape. All right, Guy. Let's see. Man, I'm having to juggle a lot of things here right now.
Right. Now, it looks like you're going to hold your staff there in the... I just to demonstrate had done it in the right hand, but I can, as I said, easily swap to the left. Oh, we're good. All right, you got it.
You're good. You're good. I just bonked my staff up against Salacious Crumb down here, so this may be the show where I finally break.
Don't do that.
Okay. So we're going to do this with his left hand, Guy, with the crossbow.
Okay.
I'm just going to kind of have him bracing like as close as you can. I'm not sure if it will do this, but I have my elbow braced up against my side here.
Okay. Well, what I'll do is work with all of the spinning joints there around the okay. Oh, we're talking a straight out.
And up.
Okay, and we're going to turn our upper body. We're going to boom, boom, boom.
And the idea behind this is that he's going to be like inciting the horde to go into battle.
Okay.
He's going to be at the vanguard of the horde and like encouraging them to go fight.
Could you
Onward.
step back into the archway you have? Only because I'm trying to get the legs. Okay, there we go. All right, so I've got turn to the side there, turn there. But that's that's the wild part about what we do here, Sam. You've done 150 some shows with us. That there's no safety net here on Unsealed and Revealed.
I'm willing to break a statue for the team, guys. Well, I'm willing to risk breaking a statue for the team.
There you go.
No, negative, no.
All right, now Terry, I'm going to put him up
Yeah.
here. I'm going to put him on his stand, and I'm going to turn it around because I know we're going to be doing some tweaks, and I want a little bit more stability on him when I'm doing that, and then to show off kind of how we can pose and work with him, I'll take him off the staff once we've locked in what our pose is. But I want you to tell me how we've got it. All right.
I think that okay, here's what I recommend, Guy. I'm going to put down this E11, not a crossbow, and I'm going to work my way back here. Now, here's what, just based on what I'm seeing there, I think your best bet is to start with the arm down at the side like this, and then raise it up to the front, elevate it to from the front.
Okay.
Okay, and then once you've got it above 90 degrees, then move it out just a little bit. It doesn't have to be straight out to the side. Say more like 60 degrees towards the side.
Now,
Here would be full extension. Bring it in a little bit.
all right. With that, let's talk a little bit about, we'll do it in baseball terms, how far he's choked up on the bat. Do you think I should try and get it up over?
No.
Okay.
No, I think it's fine the way that it is. I
All
would
right.
rotate it, so yeah, I would rotate just like you did there.
Now-
and maybe even don't have the plane of that bat wing on the staff. I'm going to sit down here so you're not just seeing my
Don't
jaw.
have it facing forward?
Yes, don't have it 100% flat to the camera. Just kind of rotate it a little bit the other way. I would do it so that the top part is towards the back. There you go.
All right. Fantastic.
You know what? I'm going to change my mind here. Do you think it's possible for you to get that hand to go over the fatter part of the staff up at the top?
I will gladly try. One thing I
Yeah.
did want to show while we've got it here, Terry, is this gauntlet here is not permanently attached. We are able to move that around. So when I
That's good.
had the hand in about the angle I thought you wanted, then I kind of pushed that, and it almost acted as though it was like locking it in. So what I'm going to do, though, while we talk about that, is do we have that Gleam contest going?
Yeah, that's still going on.
Wonder how
I
much
also
longer they have.
it's been cut off. I think the Gleam contest has ended.
We'll have a
So
winner.
we're at
All right,
yes, at
Terry.
this
So I
point,
was
I'm-
able to throw it up a little bit higher on there, and it wasn't a difficult stretch. I wasn't concerned about fingers breaking or snapping the stand. Okay, out.
That's encouraging. Yeah.
Boom, boom. So we're going a little higher than head level
Yes.
for that.
And I think also now once you're done working on that, we're going to make some adjustments to that crossbow as well
Okay.
because that's up really high.
Yes, I was only doing that kind of as a get around the
Preparatory? Yeah, I get it.
get around the
Yeah.
the tips of it, but we can turn that. So turn that here. Let's see here. I'm going to work on different points. There we go. What I'm trying to see is how I can get like what you had as far as the eye line. I don't want, if I were to be looking at it straight on,
Yeah.
I don't want to only see the staff and not his eyes. So I'm trying to
Exactly
hike
so.
at just a little over that height. So we shall see.
All right.
You'll tell me what you think about that. The crossbow size. Would you like me to come down a little lower?
I think that that's perfect right there. The crossbow we want to come way down, like bend that elbow as much as you can, and then again we're just gonna try to demonstrate right here on the monitor, but just kind of try to get this. You don't want it.
Can I get
like
Terry full screen, please?
Yeah.
All right. So what you have is what? Go ahead on your.
Let me go ahead and, like I said, I'm juggling a lot of accessories.
Exactly. Why don't you?
This is the
staff
deluxe
down.
version of Terry Smith. It comes with all sorts of extra accessories. So.
Exactly. Could you put the staff down? You've got the crossbow, aka blaster, in your left hand. Nope, you got it in the other hand.
Like this.
Other hand.
Yeah,
Terry.
We don't want it way up high.
Terry.
We want it like this. Yes.
Oh, there you go. That's what you started. You swapped hands on me there. Okay, so we're going a little bit lower then.
Yes.
Okay.
And I know that you only get 90. I'm doing like more than 90 degrees bend here, so I'm just gonna like recreate that and just have it like this. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
I kind of get it where I want. Move that up. Whoopsie.
This cape is really warm. I can see why they were so fashionable back in the day.
In the day, aren't they still fashionable?
Well, I don't know. I haven't been in California for a while, so maybe out there. I don't see many capes here in St. Louis.
Oh,
maybe
you
I
know
should bring
what?
them back.
I realize that, Terry, that you're only used to hearing Sam's voice. Sam wears a cape to the office every day.
I knew that about you,
Every day.
Sam. I knew it.
Every day he's got
I
a
knew
cape.
it.
I live my life like I'm a supervillain.
You should hear his diabolical laugh.
You did test into Slytherin, so
Yeah.
Multiple
hey,
times.
you got a good start.
That and the diabolical
times.
laugh, you're good. He's all set.
Well, ha, 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 ha.
And you're saving the cape for last. Yeah, I think once that cape gets on there, it's really going to round it out. Okay. And the only thing I would fix on that at this point, Guy, is to rotate that staff, the hand with the staff, so that it's not so straight up and down. Just have it more like 45 degrees.
Okay. I'll try and lock in the
That should be good.
hands there.
Yeah.
I'm going to lean down and look at the angle we've got him. It's, as you said, not so snug in.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
All right.
that is one heck of a cape there.
Yeah, and then turn his head slightly to the right, and then I think we're done.
Little
Yeah.
upward glance.
All right, cool. Yep, that'll do.
That'll
Pig.
do.
Yep.
I'm going to step away for a moment.
All right. And while you stepped away, I just want to point out that that we do have a winner in the Gleam contest. So
Yes.
I'm going to turn it all on over to Paul right now so that he can announce it. Although, yeah.
Hello.
Give it up, Paul.
Hey, everyone. All right, so congratulations to, drum roll. Oh, thanks, Terry.
Thank you.
Mark Lofton. Mark Lofton.
Yeah, Mark.
You
Yeah,
are.
Mark.
Mark, let us know. Say hello. If you see Mark in the chats, please help boost his message because, again, you know, there are a lot of you guys. There's only one of me. So,
Yes.
Mark, wherever you are, YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook, let us know. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't forget to email social@sideshow.com what you won, where you won it, address and phone number. But you got to check in first, otherwise we pick a new winner. Mark, you know how it goes.
I'm out of
All right,
coffee.
I'm gonna look for Mark, and then you guys keep looking at this badass figure.
Right on, right on. Okay, cool. Yeah, congratulations to Mark. Sound off, baby. We need to know that you're here so we can send you this awesome figure. Wow.
Now,
Wow, it really is quite menacing. I remember a long time ago, Guy, I was having a conversation with Sideshow's own Tim Hansen, and we were talking about, I was sharing with him that I didn't have a lot of background with Masters of the Universe, but that I always appreciated the idea of Masters of the Universe, and it was the execution that didn't draw me in back when I was younger, but that. We both discussed the benefits of just taking that foundation from the cartoon, from the 1980s cartoon, and developing it into a more realistic modern aesthetic. And since that conversation, we've seen not just Mondo, but Sideshow and Tweeterhead have also done really remarkable interpretations of the Masters of the Universe characters that are more, I would consider them to be more accessible to somebody like me who wasn't drawn in by the cartoon back in the day. And this they're going the right way. Do we have anything else there, Guy, that you can bring in to show us with the Hordak figure?
I have not been doing it, but off camera when he wasn't designing his own logo.
Hey, Bear.
Yeah.
Oh, there's something fishy about that figure.
I was doing some water cardio, and I found this guy.
Water cardio?
Wow.
Yeah, I believe that's called.
Yeah, it's called.
Don't be a hater.
Water cardio.
Water cardio. About all I can do is a cannonball anymore.
Yeah.
Yes, we showed this guy off on another episode. Currently in stock, but there are very few of this guy here. I really like the design on this one. I'm going to throw a little light onto our merman here. There is so much going on with the design. Mm-hmm. He does have the two weapons on this one here. Look at this trident, this bone trident shell down on the end. That blade is wild. Beautiful paint applications on there. Seeing all of the different style. Now you take a look at that face. And it's a much more modern, I don't want to say photoreal, but a more modern take on it. And what Mondo has done with this, and you brought this up just a moment ago about kind of the constant revivals and resurgence of He-Man, is that this particular one has a, whoopsie, I'll move it to the other side, has a swap out portrait.
Oh, that's so cool.
This is the original design style.
Oof.
Okay, this was if you had the original one from the 80s, it was done more in this style, where this is a more unique modern style to it. But I like that it has that, and Mondo's been doing that with their figures. Now, that's not with the Hordaks. Hordak only looked one way. But if you're a He-Man fan, Mondo fan, these are something really cool to have. And remember, the original He-Man figures didn't have a ton of articulation. This you're getting a lot more to be able to kind of double bend the knees and this, that, and the other. But even in it just standing there looking intense and beefy, much like you saw Barry do his pose earlier, his beefy Barry pose, that you can do a lot with them. That's what I kind of dig on them. I like the style. I like these a lot. I like this.
Guy, I'm seeing now that we actually do have
is he in
Marcus
house?
here.
Yes,
Marcus in the house. Yeah. So we have a winner, and the winner is here. And so congratulations, Mark. Thanks for chiming in and letting us know that you were here. Now we can get this thing sent on the way.
Not the one I'm playing with. I'll keep this one. We'll send you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. You definitely want one that's still in the box there, brother. Okay, and that's about all we have for our show today. Again, welcome to thanks to all the new viewers who may have tuned in for this Motu specific episode of Unsealed and Revealed. We hope to have you back. Looks like somebody's going to jump in again. Man, you are so swole, bro. Yeah. Man, that's how you get it, huh?
Yeah, it's a lint roller.
You're lifting lint rollers.
I thought that was Guy's contract.
Yep.
This is Guy's contract right here.
Yeah, you will now dress as
this week.
That's the addendum.
Get super.
Speaking of outros.
Yes.
Wrap it up.
Speaking of outros, Paul, could you get me out of here, pal?
Thank you so much, everyone. For Paul, do you have anything else you need to add before I send us on our way?
I do really quickly. So we do have a Star Trek trivia again at 2 p.m. as Terry mentioned earlier, 2 p.m. Pacific for all of the Star Trek fans out there. I think today's is today First Contact Day?
First Contact Day.
Yes, it's First Contact Day. That's right.
Okay, so First Contact Day. So today, 2 p.m., Alex Karanowitz is going to be there, and since Star Trek, I think, is probably his favorite IP, that's going to be super hard trivia. So I'm really excited to see if he can stump even Terry Trivia Smith himself. So
it's gonna
Hey
be
Siri, remind me
fun.
at 2 p.m. Star Trek trivia.
Trek trivia. I
There.
mean, because we don't know
Reminder
what
set.
he's going to be doing. You've got how many different platforms, and there's new shows being
Right,
added.
right.
I just this last week decided, okay, I'm adding another streaming service, and did Paramount Plus because there is so much Trek on there. So
Congratulations, your world has changed forever. Thank
Yeah.
you. And don't forget to watch Halo because that's a pretty solid show
I
as
heard
well.
that's a show that
Ooh, I just
you're.
started
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. We really appreciate you taking time out of your day to come play with action figures with us. It's one of our favorite parts of the week. I know it's definitely one of mine. Just remember that we do this show every Tuesday and at 10 a.m. on Pacific Standard Time, except for the days that we don't, which are very few and very far between, by the way.
Sure.
And thanks again to all the new viewers Motu fans who tune in specifically for this. We hope to have you back in subsequent episodes. It will be really great to see you here. There will be more giveaways forthcoming, I assure you. Thank you, Guy, for working with me as I put on all my different costume elements and did my best to match Hordak today. More effort than I typically put into it. Paul, great job minding the store and making sure that Mark gets his gift. And producer Sam, producer Alan, producer Michael back there. We appreciate you guys for being such pros and making this show happen every week. And all of you out there, again, thank you for watching. And until next time, don't forget to let your geek side show.
Goodbye, everyone.
I was gonna make a mean joke, Terry, and I was gonna say this outro's going on so long it's starting to sound like pro. Sam, you can wrap it up.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Yeah.